Today, what is our sponsor today, Liam?
Today is the Falcon Nest Hotel in Watson, I want to say British Columbia.
Okay, locals, kind of. Not really.
Sorry, Duncan, uh, British Columbia. It's a Falcon Nest Hotel
Okay.
motel. Great motel to stay, especially if you don't want any surprises when you walk through that door.
Yeah, no, I hate surprises when I walk through doors, especially bad surprises, like perhaps stubbing your toe or realizing that, somebody's robbed your house.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
anything.
uh,
Maybe
yeah.
even
No,
like surprise birthday parties.
yeah, yeah. That could be. You'd hate to enter a motel after a long day, just trying to get some sleep. Um, And it's like the last thing I want to do is walk into a hotel room and find a very sad, sad scene, sad surprise.
What could that surprise be, Liam? Could you think of any?
I can't off the top of my head, so we should just skip the sponsor and go right into our first story. RCMP investigated child's death at a motel in Duncan, BC.
Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah, it actually
I never would have expected that segue.
crazy coincidence. It's actually the hotel we were talking about earlier, the Falcon Nest Motel.
No way. No
Yeah,
way.
this bit's
Man,
sad.
BC, that's real 404 territory almost.
Yeah, it's almost
Sorry,
out
not
west
Alberta,
there.
but.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm, peculiar.
Yeah, they found a dead 6-year-old when they walked in.
Um, that's not good. Rest
No,
in peace.
that's not what you want to find. And now they're trying to figure out how the 6-year-old get here and who owned it.
Is this a recent thing? Like,
Yeah,
did
this
this
is
just happen?
yeah, like within the last 24 hours, I believe. May have died the same day
Holy
as
fuck.
DMX and Prince Phillip. Yeah,
Wow. Could they all be correlated?
probably. It's a trifecta. I bet if you plotted their death, actually, yeah, if you plotted their death points on a map, it would actually be a triangle. Because you'd have BC,
Oh, Jesus.
wherever in the states that DMX died, and then the UK, and it would actually be like a. But would any 3 points technically be a I guess any 3 points on a map would technically be a triangle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the shape. Um, One thing I'm curious about though is okay, I'm not curious. This is a total fucking bogus point. But what if there was some natural phenomenon in the world where every day all the deaths that occurred were in the shape of a triangle, like it was straight lines that made a triangle every day, but we're just now starting like we just have discovered
Oh,
nobody dies in like Florida on this day. It's like a straight line through fucking, you know, going from wherever the fuck down through Texas, goes to like Guatemala, cuts over to the UK. What if? Wouldn't that be something?
that'd be insane if there was some sort of shape or pattern, and like we tracked it over like years, and we know the exact pattern, so everyone, you can prevent death just by like fucking sprawling out, just like
Just leaving areas. Interesting. Call
yeah,
it God's stamp or the devil's stamp, maybe.
yeah. Well, I mean they're the same thing.
Interesting. Oh, I think the lore, if you will, behind that is, I think Satan is like a fallen angel or something like that. It probably depends on the
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the
Lucifer
mythology.
was cast out of heaven after trying to basically start a civil war.
Fucking guy,
So he was,
what a
but like
prick.
it's weird. The hell's not mentioned in the Bible. Like it's been, I guess, westernized or like sort of like the Hollywood hell. Like it's not like, in fact, like a lot of hardcore Christians. It's hard like people don't necessarily believe in hell, or it's like it's not like strictly like our idea of like burning in eternity is more recent and more of like a scare tactic to get people in line. But in the Bible, there's not like long paragraphs describing hell. I think it's referenced only maybe once or twice, and it's pretty much just not heaven.
Just not heaven,
Yeah.
not the Garden of Eden, not uh, what else is there? Heaven related.
Uh,
I don't know. That's probably it.
well,
Heaven, the
the
Garden
Garden
of
of
Eden.
Eden's on Earth.
Whoa!
What's up?
Speaking of Garden of Eden, it's
Yeah,
Braden.
that's what I'm known as, Garden of Eden.
Garden of
Uh,
Eden.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, we were just
What?
talking
You
about
finding it
religion.
cold on this lovely
Yeah, I
day?
am. The nice spring weather's really got me wearing a whole toque.
A nice sun that's literally making me fucking Casper White has
Mm-hmm.
made Braden put a hat on.
We've had a nice few days though, like warm, sunny weather.
I mean, we were fucking owed it after like a week and a half worth of.
Yeah. But welcome, Braden.
Yeah.
Now
who did I miss for the sponsor today? May I ask?
the Falcon Nest Motel. Sorry.
The Nest. And what was up with them?
Well, on
was
an
their-
unrelated note, a 6-year-old body was found. Just
I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
A family, yeah.
I understand now.
Complete coincidence that it's crazy how our sponsors keep leading into these tragic stories. We should stop taking sponsors just for the good of the world.
Something bad's definitely happening every time we take a sponsor.
I think it's got to be the sponsors. Like they see that we can improve their image because of course we have the platform to do so naturally.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
we
and they're like, you know what?
This company.
These guys, they gotta help us out.
Oh shit! The audio came back in sync. I think Braden joined and fixed it.
Yay!
Oh no! Yeah, we've been having audio issues, or rather, audio was out of sync with my camera, but my camera was ahead somehow.
Yeah, now it's a bit off, but it's better. Anyway, we won't go on that. Anyway, so we got a few stories today. The first one I want to get into is probably my favorite. I called Braden about it the other day. Jacob, I don't know if you've heard of it. Intel Bleep.
No dice.
So it's a new AI software created by Intel to in real time bleep out voice chat obscenities.
Oh, you need that. I need that too, actually. I swear. It's far too much.
But here's the kicker. So say it's like some 12-year-old's playing Xbox and he says a racial slur. It'll be like, "You're a bleep," basically. But it comes with a custom settings panel. And all the different categories are on sliders where you can either allow all racism, most racism, some racism, or no racism. But they have like that. They have sexism, xenophobia, like anti-immigrant. Like they have all the different sliders. And basically you can allow, like, I want most racism, no xenophobia, okay? They can come here. We're just allowed to make fun of them. It's like you can, but the most hilarious part is the N-word just has a switch. So there's an N-word, there's literally an N-word pass built into this where you can flip a switch and turn the N-word on or off, and in the description it says use of the N-word, including all of its variants.
Uh-huh. And so this bleeps out words as you are saying that?
Yes.
I'd like to hope so. Hopefully it's not like 5 seconds later after some words have already come out.
Slaps the bleep just randomly in a totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. This is this out to the world? Is this free to the public? How does this work? Or is
it's
this
still in testing. Let me get the. Oh fuck! That's not what I want. There we go. So you can see on the screen, there's like name calling, racism, xenophobia, swearing, sexually explicit language, white nationalism. If you just want some, right, nationalism, you're feeling spicy, most of it. We won't go too far here, boys. And then there's just the N-word switch, which is fucking hilarious. This whole like the concept behind it's coming from a good place, and like it's like I see where we're getting at, but at the same time, it's like the execution just terrible.
Well, the fact that you can choose what profanities you can let through and which ones you can't, like maybe I understand, like, you know, the standards, the F word, all the B words,
yes,
shit, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those maybe I could understand letting some of those slide, but like racism, like that shouldn't be an option. They shouldn't give you the option to say or not say racism words.
Should just always be off, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be like, we will stop those from happening.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be saying them in the first place, I guess. But okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. It's like, yeah, try it. Say it. We won't bleep it. And you could cancel.
But like, it's crazy.
Maybe okay. Interesting.
It's crazy. You can be like, racism all, xenophobia all, white nationalism all, sexually and misogynistic language none. We don't tolerate misogyny in our KKK convention. Like, it's just hilarious. You can have like those groups of people.
Yeah.
Just all those bad ones on, and then or rather off, I guess, and then the F word is just the one word that we bleep out.
No swearing in this Christian clan.
Though it would make it very easy to act like to make a swear jar for like a certain word.
Yeah,
You don't have to be.
Yeah, it's
Think
crazy.
like,
Think about this though.
My question is, sure, you go first.
Okay, I'm just thinking of the implications long term, where it's like, could this go? I'm not a guy who's like, hey, freedom of speech, I can say the N word. But say some guy is like doing this controversial take, say it's anti-government or whatever, they could just live bleep. I mean, I guess they could just cut off his stream, which would be way more effective. So this doesn't work. But my point was, if I was like, fuck the government, and it's just bleep, or just replaced with,
I mean,
this streamer loves the government.
Yeah, they can already do that. Is the thing.
Yeah.
But my question was, oh wait, what is my question? I forgot it. I was thinking about your point.
We're talking about like xenophobia, different styles.
No, it's gone. Whatever.
Oh,
It's not in there anymore.
In the wind.
Like Joof.
Brain juice said goodbye. That's interesting though. I probably won't use it. Oh, I got the question back.
There you go.
So because you said it's like a censor bot, right?
Yeah.
But like with its censoring, does it do censoring? Like, does it make a beep? Do you think, or is it one of those ones where it just cuts, just like
Well, here's the
stops
thing,
the audio?
It's not. It would make sense if it would cut. I think it full bleeps, but it's like, it's not just the streamer using it. It's if you're in a voice lobby, like it's output audio as well. So if you're playing COD and some 12-year-old tries to call you the N-word, if you have that switch set to on, you don't hear it.
Interesting. So it scans all the audio.
Yeah, or at least that's its intended purpose. It's not like fully released yet or anything. But
Yeah.
see, and like my first thought too was, did they just hire a bunch of 12-year-olds from all different nationalities to say the N-word so they could build an AI profile? And then I'm like, no, there's hundreds of thousands of racist stuff on YouTube.
I'm sure it's very, very complex. Like,
yeah,
there's got to be a lot to that. I mean, like, even when you think about, I know it's not quite the same thing, but if you think about like active noise cancellation, like that shit's crazy. That shit's absolutely bonkers.
Because it actually makes more noise.
It makes sense. Yeah. It literally just makes the opposite of what you're hearing and cancels it out. Like, that's fucking nuts. But I'm curious how this one would work. If it does like the same thing, or if it does, like I said, like just a full beep sound.
Yeah.
Because it could cancel it out and just like cut the audio. I guess there's many ways to go about it, but maybe they have multiple options. Maybe you can choose like your ringtone.
See, what I don't understand too is like it could be is how sensitive or how reactive. Like I feel like they'd rather it bleed too long than not long enough, or is it just certain sounds and cadences they hit? Or like does it just time out that person's voice for like 15 seconds?
Sorry, boys, the sun is very bright. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm moving. It's okay. Okay, that's an interesting one. I have another thing. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm gonna send you the video.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can't use my Discord right. Interesting. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Monkey Mind Pong?
Yes, this was yeah, everyone queue up.
Monkey Mind Pong is
banana smoothie delivered through a straw.
Basically,
we can interact
what
with
it is good old Elon Musk. He has, well, I'm assuming it's his foundation. I didn't look into it. Oh yeah, it is Neuralink. There you go. Basically they put, I guess it was a chip, fucking brainwave shit in the monkey, and they trained him how to play Pong
to control his
and then
On the right
they
side of the
took away the joystick that he was playing Pong with, and he uses his mind to control it. It's ludicrous. Like
That's
they
crazy.
like scanned the neuron waves that were being output while he was using the joystick, and then putting the chip in his head. You know, he puts out the same waves kind of thing, and the chip transmits it to the computer.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
also
look, there's
wild-
no joystick.
No, but it's wild that he can like understand the abstract concept that is Pong.
Well, it's crazy what
Oh,
you
he's
can do
killing
with
it, too. He's good.
animals with like basic food. Like he gets smoothie from a straw every time a ball hits one of those paddles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. He's just able to be like, oh, if I think about the paddle like this, then I get smoothie. But
Skip
yeah.
earlier in the video there. You can see him. You can see there used to be a joystick that he was using. If
Yeah.
you go earlier in the video to control
Oh yeah.
control the movements, and then eventually they unplugged the joystick, and you can see that he's still using it because it's still there, but it's unplugged and it's still moving.
Oh.
And then he goes ahead and plays Pong, and they remove the joystick entirely, and it's still working.
That's nuts.
It's crazy, bro. Like, it's kind of scary. Same with like that censorship that you're talking about, Lee.
Yeah. Well.
Like, literally, here he's just playing the game. He's got
Yeah.
the joystick, whatever. It's just a smart monkey. He's playing a game. But then the fact that they can make him play a game in his brain is crazy.
How far are we from like
Also,
that
I
being
hate-
the new way to control VR?
Oh, that'd be insane.
Literally
that'd be-
scanned homeboy's brain.
Well, the whole point too is they're going to be able to, with this, there'll be like a mesh. They'll be able to make connections that you couldn't make before. So it could actually cure people who are deaf, blind, and paralyzed due to non-physical. Like you're not blind because you don't, your eyes are fucked up. You're blind, like for any brain-related issue. Like people who get paralyzed with head trauma or something. They could The whole point of this is like sort of a rehab, and so it could make deaf people hear again. And it's that man's got his finger in every goddamn pie. Like space,
really does.
mining, flamethrowers, cars, monkey brains. Like fucking, that
He
man
wants to
is
be
like
Tony Stark so bad, but he's Justin Hammer.
I don't know.
It's an Iron Man 2 reference.
Oh.
Shout out Iron Man 2. Don't even know if I
Where's
saw it.
Iron Man?
But
Interesting.
yeah, no, he's definitely moving our species forward, I suppose. And then he tweets like memes on his like anime memes on his Twitter. So
Although, not to bring it back around to what we talk about all the time, but like he's totally going to Mars and all this, and he is not taking any of us commoners. It's gonna be all them billionaires going up to Mars and leaving us to die here.
my
like
goal is to
zombies
make
and
Elon
shit.
Musk laugh before he leaves, and he'll just take me along as like a court jester.
As a just.
I mean, like, to be fair though, that motherfucker's smart. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody deserves to go ahead and further the human race, okay, well maybe not deserves, but like, you know, if anybody's qualified to do so,
Yeah, like he made PayPal.
he's one of them.
PayPal
he
alone
is one of, like, all-
revolutionized the world.
It's the smart people who should, you know, if they're gonna go ahead and carry on the human race, we definitely shouldn't send the stupid guy. You know, like, as much as I would like to not die from mass extinction on the planet, I just build stuff, you know? I mean, that's a useful skill, I guess. They might send me. But, you know, like, plumbers, that's probably not going to be needed as much on Mars.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe, I mean, yeah, but I'm sure, like all things, there will be a new way to do things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there'd be like space toilets, and you'd need like civil engineers to fucking fix them.
When you flush, it's just like, there's a pipe that just leads to the outside of your house, and it just shoots that shit off into the vacuum of space. Literally shoots that shit off.
What?
Just flush the toilet, just closes a hatch in the toilet, and whatever's in that bowl is gone.
But if humanity became like super
Could be.
smart, then like you could have it where like engineers are like the bottom of society, and then only people like they're like the plumbers and mechanics, and like not to say those are the bottom, but like in space society, they'd be like the low skilled workforce compared to these fucking mega geniuses.
Interesting. Hey, I want to be the bottom tier engineer.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where the class system. I mean, I guess I won't see it. I was gonna say the class system goes in the future, but I don't think we'll live to see the class system get revolutionized or anything. But like you said, engineers being at the bottom. Like, you think in 200 years times, engineers still get paid like, you know, top dollar,
I mean,
or will it be the mega minds that get paid top dollar and
I mean,
engineers like minimum wage?
I mean, I feel like engineers still,
You know what I
they've
mean?
been doing strong, but engineers have been doing strong for like 200 years, always making a shit ton of money. It's like,
Yeah, but like, you know, if we send only the smart guys to space, let's say, and
Yeah.
then the Earth is gone, whatever, or space colony, blah blah blah. You know, like this, the smartest of the smart are going to teach everybody else, so they're going to be the top dogs, and obviously there's top dogs every time. But like, you know, is there even going to be money in space? What's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking nuts.
yeah, like there wouldn't probably be like a bottom of space class. It'd be more like, because in space you need everything to be like as efficient as possible, so you wouldn't have like more people than you need. So it's like the least skilled person is going to be like top 100 on Earth. Like they take like the top 100 people, not necessarily in terms of wealth or stature, but like in terms of ability at like the top scientists, the top this.
Do you not think that like the rich people are still gonna want to go and have like maids and cleaners for their houses? I just feel like after a certain amount of billions, you never have to clean again in your life.
I mean,
like
yeah,
I want that life in space.
I totally see that, but like, just because they have the money to go to space doesn't mean they're useful. Like, you know, they might. I mean, if we're talking sensibly here, you don't take anybody that you don't need.
Yeah.
So sure, you have billions of dollars on Earth, but if you can't, you know, fix a space leak, what good are you in space?
Yeah, like it won't matter how much money
you know
have.
your money's not gonna save our lives once we're up in the vacuum of space.
Yeah, because like you couldn't pay them to send you to space because they're going to space, so the money's worthless regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The
But
only
like
thing would
at
be
the
if
same
they
time,
funded it. They funded it for everyone.
yeah, you would think. My only thought would be if they plan to come back from space, then I can see you wanting the rich people to come with you because then you get their money, and then you come back from space and your money's worth something. But if you don't plan on coming back from space, what good is bringing a rich person with?
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is
because
like,
their money's no.
They might need the rich people because it'd be retardedly. I tried to not say that word. I just said it slower.
You started off on the right foot and then you lost it.
But it'd be very expensive to send that many people to space. So it might not be a possibility for the top 100 people to colonize Mars without the money of 10 rich people who get to go along to fund the entire thing, essentially.
I see. Yeah, I totally see that. I just, you know, in the reality of it all is, you know, once they're up there, money's no good if you don't come back.
That's fair.
But who knows, right? Who knows? That's not something we have to worry about. I don't think there'll be a man on Mars, let alone a colony on Mars before we're done. But you never know. Science does move fast. What the fuck?
Oh my god. What?
Braden, did you see that?
Was that Sriracha?
Yeah.
And I was fucking around with my push to talk settings. But he just drank Sriracha, right? I saw it on my other monitor, but he really just did that, huh?
That was the one.
That burns the back of your throat real good.
Well, if you shoot it in the back of your throat, yeah, no kidding. It's up, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is wrong with you?
For the bit. Like, I put on a maid costume for the bit, but I wouldn't drink. Okay, I probably would drink Sriracha. I ate a lemon for the other day.
Oof, that's not fun. Scooping peanut butter with the fingies and drinking Sriracha.
You guys don't drink Sriracha?
You guys ever had? No. Have you ever had coffee and Sriracha in the same window of like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
No, but I imagine it sucks.
I like putting Sriracha on my eggs, but I also like having eggs for breakfast. But I also like having coffee with breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm getting at? Yep. It's not a great combo.
No.
So normally I don't put Sriracha on my eggs if it's at breakfast time because like I know there's a coffee at the same time. So it's like, not worth
it. Yeah.
Gross.
Am I the only one that finds spicy food when it's like physically hot to feel like spicier and hotter to eat?
What do you mean?
Like a spicy soup that's hot.
Yeah.
It's harder
if
to
it's
eat than when
hot,
it cools down. Or like really hot
Yeah.
wings that are really spicy as well. It's just like an attack on two fronts.
When you
Yeah,
add
'cause-
heat, spice, it does seem spicier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems spicier.
You have the physical burning, and then you have the mental burning from the flavor, right?
If you make a stir fry and you add chili flakes on at the end of it, when you put it on your plate or whatever, it's not that spicy. But if you put the chili flakes in like 5 minutes before
Oh
you're done,
yeah.
shit's
Mhm.
spicy. It just
That-
happened.
That's what's hilarious about capsaicin is it's literally designed so animals wouldn't eat plants that are spicy and the plant would survive longer. And now humans are like, mouth burn. And we just farm them to
He
kill
came
them.
along.
It's delicious.
Love that. I mean, spice is good, but too much spice is not good. So
Yeah, you have to still be able
least
to
in my
taste it.
yeah.
Well, I mean, the best hot
Yeah.
sauces are ones that have good flavor and heat, not just like battery acid. But like,
Yeah.
yeah.
use some battery acid sauce.
Now some of them like are literally just pain. There's no fun. There's no flavor. It's just pain.
We should make our own hot sauce brand called No Fun, No Flavor. Just pain.
just pain.
Just pain.
That'd be a good.
No, that'd be.
I mean, like, I would probably buy it for the meme, but like, it would be very easy to make, don't you think? If there's no
No goodness.
You know,
just,
no-
just pain.
flavor, just take fucking peppers, grind them into a death, and there you go.
Toss them in. You're all set.
Stop.
Have you guys ever had like any actual ghost peppers or anything?
I haven't
No.
eaten like a full pepper, other than like a jalapeno or a banana.
Man, fucking ghost peppers are they literally they ruin you. If you don't chew them properly,
And
they'll
you said-
ruin you for a day.
Or like a year ago, didn't you? Was that?
I what?
I feel like. Did you have some in your fridge not long ago, like a year ago or something?
This would have been like a couple years ago, yeah. But like I
Oh yeah, I guess a year ago was COVID time. Maybe 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I had Tristan over actually, and I had one the day before because like my mom picked them up. She knows I like spice, right? And I was like, oh, I'll put them in some stuff to cook, and I did, and they were really good. They're really spicy though because it's ghost peppers, one of the spiciest peppers you can get. And I had one the day before, and I was like, oh, this is like it's really hot and it's really hard to get through, but it's not that bad, right? And then the next day I was like, oh, Tristan was over. I'm like, we should try this. It'll be funny. Like, you know what I mean? It'll suck. I already did one, but you'll get through it, right? It'll be funny though. Do it for the bit, right? And then we did. But I was like, I'm just going to rush through this because I don't want to like have it be too bad. So I just like ate it as fast as possible. But since I didn't chew the seeds properly, it took like a whole day to not feel like actual, like I was on fire.
Yeah.
Like it was
Oh,
just
there was-
awful.
I didn't know there was a science to it.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's
I knew it.
painful.
Just eat it. You know.
Mhm.
Well, there's a show on Netflix called We Are the Champions. And it's just a little, like, each episode, there's, like, 6 episodes. It's, like, a tiny docu-series where it does, like, an hour snippet on, like, random competitions. So one of them's
Yeah.
frog jumping, which was interesting. One of them was that you see them chase the cheese down the hill. It's just a bunch of Scottish and British people literally throwing themselves down a hill. They did one on a pepper eating competition. And it's from that guy in one of the Carolinas, I think. Somewhere that, like, breeds all the peppers. Like, he works with Hall Ones.
Yeah.
And he took like the best pepper eating people from around the world, and the lowest pepper was the Carolina Reaper. Like that was the first one, and then all the other ones were these crossbreeds he did that haven't been tested but are apparently way hotter. And they had to eat like 4 or 5 of them, and they're like mucus and like snot and tears just like flowing down.
Everywhere,
You
yeah.
couldn't drink any milk, and if you threw up, you were out. And lots of people lost on either of those, and it just got fucking brutal.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. Like you think spicy, not too bad, but like it's literally there's no goodness in it in a spicy pepper. It's just pain.
Jacob, do you have a wood fact for us today?
Ew, I always
Okay,
have.
before you do,
Oh, yeah.
I've written a little jingle. It's a work in progress, so we'll see how it goes. Brian, can you give me a little snap or something?
Okay.
Oh fuck, I tapped out of it. Jacob, he's got your back. Every week it's a new wood fact. Come along for this hard ride with extensive wood knowledge by your side. You can run, but you can't hide. Applied for a loan, got denied. Threatened the banker, violence implied. Long story short, now he died. His family walked in, they really cried. Welcome to Jake's Wood Facts.
Woo!
I missed the tempo on the second last line. It fucked me up for the grand finale, but that's the new Wood Facts
that's
jingle.
Fantastic.
If it...
We'll get a hard beat for it.
No.
It's a work in progress, but I see the theme we're going.
Yeah.
So today's wood fact is actually about 3 different types of wood. You may know of the typical types of wood: softwood and hardwood. Hardwood being probably the most common that you would hear of. Softwood is, well, it's pretty soft. You wouldn't normally use it for a whole lot of fun stuff, but there's also something that is now very common in construction, and it's engineered hardwood, engineered wood.
Ooh.
I think it covers both, not only hardwood. But anyways, engineered wood is fucking nuts. It's crazy.
Okay.
So it's, as you can guess, engineered wood. It's stronger than regular, even hardwood. And they make a lot of things out of it. Typically, it's used for like subfloors, and they also make pretty much anything in your house that's built nowadays would be out of engineered wood. I mean, obviously, we still use like regular 2x4s to build walls and stuff like that. But things like your floor, they typically have joists in them that are engineered. So they weigh less, can support more, and they cost less normally too.
Okay.
Oh,
which
shit.
is gnarly.
It's benefit. Yeah.
They're also normally like they're normally treated, I think. Let me look into that. I think no, maybe I'm wrong on that. But most of them would be less likely to rot as regular wood. Jesus Christ. Because they are engineered, and engineers are smart guys. But yeah, they would make like rafters out of it, so the things that support your roof, your subfloors, and your floors, which are the joists that you stand on. They're pretty sick, and they're very cool in my opinion. But it also goes as far as like flooring. Like a lot of the flooring that you have in your house is probably engineered hardwood, because it's cheaper and sturdier than regular hardwood.
Okay.
Do we even need wood anymore?
You may well, you still use it. Like for building walls. Walls are framed by 2x4s typically, or 2x6s or whatever. But things that like you use regular wood normally to do the outsides of the house, like building the walls and stuff like that. But I mean, even like plywood is technically engineered, if you think about it. So, because plywood is made, like all engineered wood, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of it is made by reprocessing wood waste, like scraps of wood that's cut and thrown to the side after cutting the 2x4s and things like that. So really, shout out science, because basically we maximize product and minimize waste out of the trees that we cut down to make wood. So pretty cool stuff.
God damn.
Not bad, not bad. I didn't know that was a thing at all. So
No. Shout out engineers.
You're probably surrounded by engineered hardwoods. Your flooring that you're standing on is probably engineered.
It will honestly wouldn't surprise me.
Gnarly.
Crazy.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there you go. There's your wood fact. There's your
last episode.
wood fact.
I wrote in your wood fact pass. Wood fact pass switched to off. So, a couple big deaths this week.
Oh boy.
That 6-year-old.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't believe.
Oh, her life's not as important as the Prince or DMX. I thought.
No, I just.
All lives matter, Braden.
Can't believe you said that. That's all. Anyway, continue.
Ah, yeah. We shouldn't pay respect to dead children. But yeah, DMX, dead. Prince Phillip, dead. My Will to Live, still dead. But yeah, no, I think because that one lady got in shit, that family friend who's like, yeah, DMX died, and the family was like, no, he didn't, and then like a day later they're like, now we unplugged him.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
It's pretty sad.
yeah.
Rest in peace, Elijah.
So I didn't know. Rest in peace, DMX. One thing I didn't quite know. I didn't. I mean, like we all knew about the prince, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
like I didn't really look into the prince like as a character. I didn't really know who he was.
Yeah.
Turns out he was kind of a fucking bigot.
Oh yeah, big time. Kinda.
The whole
He's like
royal
3,000
family.
years old.
The whole royal family is pretty
mean,
bad.
Like I was like, oh man, poor old guy, 99. Like he must have had quite a life. And then I saw some shit and I was like, wow, this guy's a total fucking asshole. Not rest in peace.
Liam, I have a clip for you actually. If I can find it here, just give me a second. Specifically about that. Continue.
Long story short.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, he was very racist.
Uh,
And bigoted. Not cool. I don't want to say good riddance. I hope he's done something good with his life at least, but what the hell, dude?
yeah.
Here we go.
Figure your shit out. You're 99. Surely you can right your wrongs by then. And the queen was his cousin. Oh.
Yeah, whack.
The queen was his
Oh.
cousin?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
It must really suck to lose your lover of 73 years and your favorite cousin.
Wow. Yeah. How close cousins were they?
Apparently too close. Oh,
Well,
too close.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
What
Too
part should I
gross.
go to, Braden? Or do you want to play the full 6 minutes?
Let me here. Hold on. We'll just.
Man, I had no idea.
Oh,
the
they were
queen was his
Go
cousin.
to like 30 seconds, or you just play it from there because the big joke hits like a minute in. It's not
Okay.
long.
Let's see. Let me turn the volume up.
Promise you
Switch
it's
the screens.
They were second cousins?
Yeah, dog.
Royals
Second cousins?
news.
That is
The
not
royal
far enough
family,
away.
the
Exactly.
royal controversy. Everyone's like, oh, can you believe
No
that the
bueno.
royals are bad people? Yes.
Jesus Christ.
They live in castles. Of course they're not very nice. Have you guys not seen
I
Shrek?
didn't know that. I mean, sure,
I saw
one thing to be
headline
cousins.
that was like,
I thought
oh,
they'd be
has the
like
royal
cousins.
family lost
Families
touch
are
with
big,
the
right?
commoners? Yes. What
But
gave it away?
no.
Was it the crown? Was it the cape, the
Apparently not.
throne? Or was it when they invented the term commoner?
More research. now.
Of course they've lost touch, you know? People are going, oh, Meghan Markle says the royal family is racist. Also, yes! Have you guys seen Prince Phillip? That cunt is 3,000 years old. I'm pretty sure he invented racism.
He just died.
It is
Crowd
with
reaction.
deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen has announced the death of her beloved husband, the royal...
That's bad timing. Oh, my sister's calling me.
Oh, that's
Keep
great timing. Oh, that's.
Uh,
Oh wow.
Wow.
Could have
What
been
a time to
important.
have a. What a time to have a.
calling. Yeah, that'll be the call like your dad just died and we can have this as a clip.
Oh Jesus.
Oh man. Well, that's something.
Mm.
Yeah. rest
Yeah,
in peace,
99.
Bruce.
What an age. What an age to live.
I feel like that's too old. Like you see that picture of him coming out of the hospital like a month ago when he was in the backseat of the
Oh,
car.
that guy's looked dead for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves here. He did not look healthy. Like
No.
he was starting to be alive so long and looked so ill that I was starting to think like maybe we do have a way to prevent death and they're just
Mhm.
using it on the royalty.
I kind of
But
thought
no.
they just weekend at Bernie's him, but I guess not because now he's actually dead.
Well, maybe they did, and they're like, you know what, this is a lot of work. I mean, I'm sure it would be.
Yeah, it's not
Damn.
easy to weekend.
99. Yeah, I don't think I would want to live to 99. I'm gonna be honest.
It's too long, man. It's too long. Give me a short and sweet.
Like
one.
your body simply cannot keep up like that. There's no way.
Mhm.
There's no way.
Yeah.
It's probably constant
Like-
ache pains. Ooh.
Nothing works at that point. Like I'm 20 and my wrist is already starting to be a piece of shit. I
Yeah,
can't imagine at 99. Like, is my hand even gonna work?
Probably not.
I'm gonna have to fucking give myself a hook of a hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That'll
not
be
bad,
interesting.
99. Oof.
Yeah, it's
No thanks.
it's whack.
Well,
It is whack.
was there any other notable deaths? I actually, I was thinking about listening to some DMX yesterday, but I never did.
That's not
Or
good,
DMX.
I'm just gonna give it to you. Slippin's like his best song, and it's kind of sad.
What if he overdosed on Xannies? Because then Etch really gave it to him.
Oh.
That's too soon, Liam. It's too soon. You can't do that. You can't do that.
It was too
Well, I guess
soon
you
when I
could.
joked about Macklemore. It was too soon when I joked about Little Peep.
Macklemore.
Not Macklemore. who's-
Macklemore's still
Mil-
alive
Mil-
and well.
Miller Boy. No, wait. What the fuck's his name?
Mac Miller.
Mac
Miller
Miller.
boy. Oh jeez.
Mac Miller is that's a real shame. Mac Miller's like the shame of the century that he's
That
gone.
was rough, yeah. It should have been Macklemore.
Fuck
It should have
Macklemore.
been you.
The official
He
political
stole the
figure.
Come
Grammy
on,
from
man.
Kendrick.
Yeah, that was bullshit. Was that,
That was
the
the
year?
biggest
Was that the
upset.
Macklemore got
year?
a Grammy.
Macklemore got a Grammy over Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh my god, I would.
Yeah.
What did he get it for? Like
Thrift
fucking
shop.
song where he says, "I'm gonna pop some tags."
It's not Thrift Shop. It was the album that it came out. Whatever it was called. Heist or whatever.
Oh,
Man, I never even heard that album.
didn't he get like
Mhm.
4 Grammys that year?
Yeah, he did. He won 4 Grammys.
That's a shame.
Dude,
Does
Good,
Kendrick have any Grammys now?
yeah.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, he's got like 3 or 4 now.
Good
but
Kid, Mad
still.
City is his best album, undisputed.
I mean, I dispute it, but we won't get into it on stream.
You'll be wrong. It's okay.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's got a lot of awards. He has 13 Grammys, Kendrick
Oh, shit.
Lamar. He's won 160 awards from 399 nominations.
Jeez.
Good for him. Well deserved.
Yeah.
He does make some good music. I won't lie.
Beyonce set the record for the most Grammy wins ever with 28.
Oh.
That's a lot. Kanye's got
That's
like
a couple.
22. Kanye got a Grammy this year after
Yeah.
he pissed on a Grammy on Twitter, which is pretty crazy. That was pretty funny.
Good old Kanye. Kanye's
Good
a
old Kanye.
fucking nutcase. Have we even
Oh,
talked about the
for sure.
whole Kanye and the Kardashian drama?
Oh yeah, didn't they like get
Like
divorced?
finally
divorced,
Kanye
yeah.
and Kim are divorced after like 6 years too many, probably.
And like
How
4
long have they
kids.
been married? Yeah.
Been like
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I forgot
No,
they've
since
had 2 kids.
2013.
Do they have
it's
2
been,
kids?
Oh,
or
they have
3
more than
kids?
2. They have 4.
They
I
have
think
4
they have
kids.
4.
How the fuck do they have 4?
They have Northwest,
Is the Saint-
Sex.
Saint, and Chicago, I think, is the baby. I hate that I know this. I like legitimately hate the fact that I know this off the top of my head.
Though I don't think
Oh, it
didn't
is
they have
4.
to get what are those things called?
Palm?
Like
His
somebody
name-
else
wait, is his
births
name
Psalm?
Saul?
your baby.
Psalm, like the Bible. Because Kanye's a Jesus.
Of course, Liam
freak,
reads
yeah.
that like palm.
Palm?
Palm tree.
Is that how you spell palm tree?
Psalm?
Psalm, that's weird.
That's the one that grows coconuts, right?
I was listening to a
Got his
podcast,
ass.
and Tom Segura went to the park with his kid, and Kanye's kid's there with like the housekeeper and fucking 2 security guards. There's like just 2
Can you imagine
men in black
pulling up to the
suits.
playground with security guards? You
Cool
pull up to the
face.
playground in a fucking armored SUV. Security guards swarm the playground and lock down the perimeter. They have to do like they have to like scan you for metal
Mhm.
at the entrance of the park.
All the children
sick.
get scanned down.
Imagine
You're
being
just sitting there on the swing watching these peons enter your park. What a life. Too bad we weren't all born into that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'd be so much fun.
It'd be something else.
You guys remember that drama? There was like a little bit of drama. I think I saw it on Instagram or something. I didn't care to look into it, to be honest. But people were saying like one of their daughters like copied somebody's artwork. I really don't remember what it was, but I remember
Kim
hearing about it.
posted
Like,
a picture of like I think it was North, and she had like painted a picture, and everybody online was like, "No way! This kid painted this painting," and everybody like was just getting mad at a child for painting something. But also, like, to be fair, it is quite nice, and I don't know.
Right. So
Oh, it's step by step. Okay, in that
it
case,
was a
it makes
kids'
sense.
art class that was step by step, right? So basically, it was like an instructed,
Okay.
you know, copy and paste this design step by step.
Mhm.
That made sense.
So sure enough, she probably did do it. Yeah, that's Why do
Hold
people
up.
care? Like, I understand.
That's what
but then-
Twitter's about. It's about
That is-
outrage
just-
over bullshit.
It's literally Get Mad the app. That's all it is.
Yeah, my life has improved since I don't browse Twitter.
Mm.
Because there's just a lot of angry people
I-
being angry.
It's
I
not
have
easy.
actually. I made a Twitter for my Twitch, but Twitter has since stopped letting me interact with posts because they think I'm a robot. Basically,
Oh.
like every time I try and like something or follow somebody, they're like, "This seems like it might be automated. Please
yeah.
try again later." And it's been like that for like 2 weeks. I'm like, "Yo, Twitter, what's up?" And they're like, "We think somebody's on your account." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I looked. No other devices were logged in. So anyways, I logged everything out. Just myself. I changed the password. Go back on like 2 days later, and it's like, this seems like it might be automated. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. So I haven't opened up Twitter in like 2 weeks.
That's fair.
But good old Twitter.
It's true enough.
Good old Twitter.
Yeah.
Good old Twitter. Just a cesspool.
Just a cesspool.
Shouts out.
Most of the internet.
Speaking of other platforms, as some of you may know, these VODs of these lovely podcasts do go up on YouTube. I think Liam's been working hard on them.
Yeah,
He has been.
we're all caught up on VODs now. I missed a few weeks, but the entire archive's there. This one will go up. Maybe even today. I might have time before work. But I did.
Hey!
They don't even take that long because I put work into them, but it's pretty easy to edit. Just trim the front and back. What takes fucking forever is downloading an hour-long video, preparing it in the editor, then downloading it from the editor, then uploading it to YouTube is like probably a total of an hour and a half to 2 hours of just wait time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But thank you, Liam.
I
appreciate the hard work.
Yeah, thank you.
That's our YouTube channel link. We're a bit of a time crunch today, but
unfortunately.
short episode. But we appreciate you all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch y'all later. Signing off.
GG's. Bye-bye.